Hello, I'm Freeze, and I am a nerd. Today, I saw a video uploaded by Zilla the Spartan, and it was him answering a question of the Automatons versus the UNSC. And this is my own personal take on the matter. In the video, he stated that he believes it was a tie. Me personally, I don't agree. I believe the Automatons would defeat the UNSC, and for several reasons. So, the most important factor in any sci-fi versus sci-fi war is who controls the skies. Now, in the video, he says that the UNSC has a couple thousand ships pre-war, obviously. From what I found, it's true. It's about 2,500 ships of various size frigates, destroyers, cruisers, even a couple battleships. So, and this will sound like bullshit, but Zilla did say the automatons being able to produce billions of bots likely means that they can produce a large amount of ships. And this is true. Confirmed by Baskinator, a Arrowhead employee, he said that whenever they want to use lore for canon numbers and stuff, they just use the player counts. And this is probably a stretch to apply to the entirety of Helldivers 2 game sales. Helldivers has sold 20 million copies. Now, I'm not just going to come out and say, oh, this means the automatons have 20 million ships, they steamroll the UNSC. No, that is not true. If Super Earth put its full weight on any of the factions, that faction is getting annihilated. Super Earth doesn't do this because, the other factions will just sweep through the underdefended galaxy. But I digress. So let's say the automatons have a third of what Super Earth can match. That's 6 million ships, factoring in that they get annihilated. I'd say that puts them at around 4.5 million total ships. To be fair to the United Nations Space Command, their ships are way better than the automaton ships, and could slice through a couple before getting destroyed. Factoring in that the ship model we see in game is about 400 meters long. The smallest UNSC ship, the frigate, is 500 meters long. So in terms of tonnage, it's a large advantage for the UNSC. But once again, at a scale of 2,500 compared to 4.5 million, it's not really fair. So, and now on the ground, we've established that orbital supremacy belongs to the automatons, but they appear to be a somewhat generous faction, as they don't appear to orbitally bomb stuff. So, Zilla mentioned the UNSC pre-war having hundreds of millions of men and women in the military, as in the ground force. And there's this cool website called Helldivers 2 Companion. It shows you all the data for Helldivers, liberation rate, casualties, and enemy casualties. And it actually separates them by faction. And in the video, Zilla mentions that the automatons have likely replaced most, if not all, of their losses by now. And the total number of dead automatons is, get this, 87.6 billion. Yikes. That's pretty large compared to the hundreds of millions the UNSC employs. For these reasons, I believe that the UNSC would lose to the automatons.